Welcome to ARW. I'm Harold, and today we're going to do what I find to be kind of a scary thing. We're going to replace the belts on my Craftsman lathe, and we're going to use link belts so I don't have to take the spindle apart. I really don't want to disassemble the spindle. Lazy guy, I guess. And other things I'm going to do is during the week or the weeks to come, every now and then I'm going to make a video about the DRO. Now I did a bunch of them back about, I don't know, 500 videos in the past. They didn't get an awful lot of views because I guess nobody was interested, or maybe because I use a particular brand name. Not sure, but at least I've got one viewer that's interested in me showing all the different parts of the DRO, you know, the different functions and so on. So I'm going to throw those in just for the heck of it, you know. Maybe one a week, two a week, depending on what I feel like doing. We'll work our way through the manual. Alright, but right now we're going to do a link belt if it kills us. Let's get on with it. Okay, there's the culprits, the two belts that have got to be replaced. As you can see, the spindle runs right through everything there. And it's on Timken bearings, and it's adjusted nicely, and I don't want to readjust them because I probably put them too tight or too loose. Who knows? So anyway, we're going to put a link belt on there. That's what a link belt looks like. This is inside out, of course. These little pieces go into the V part of the thing, you know, the pulley. So what we're going to do at this point is well, that was aluminum over there. We're going to look underneath to see what it looks like down at the bottom of the action. We'll go handheld for that. All right, that pulley, those belts there, that's the belt from up above, and as you can see, they look pretty bad on this end too. So anyway, that's where I've got to loop them over after I get through trying to make them the right length. We'll get out some cutters or some kind, and I don't know why I was holding on to that zoom, but we're going to get it started right now. You can see that the floor's got plenty of hazards here. The dark colored stuff in the middle, that's going to be slats for the wife's bench on the patio. The one before hopefully will be different size flask for casting, and the two before, I don't know what it's going to be. I tried to give away a lot of this stuff after we moved the shed, but apparently I didn't get to all of it. This little throwaway knife here isn't exactly what I had planned on using to cut the belts, but I'm going to try it. No, that's not going to work. I got to find something else. This is like trying to cut steel with a noodle. Alright, I've got these wire cutters here. Let's see if they'll do it. They're for cutting fence wire. I think they'll do it. There we go. One down. Maybe I can get the next one without having such a ragged end. And it's two down. Look at that. Flaking up, coming apart. Oh well. Now we've got to lay them out somewhere to compare them to the link belt. Alright, after thinking it over, I decided they'd be better off clamped in a vise. So I clamped them right there in that vise on the drill press. And now that I can pull them out here kind of straight and compare the length of what I've got to what I need, and I think this is where the end is going to be. So I guess I need to remove one, two, at least three links. So Let me get some pliers. You have to do it with pliers. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3 links that goes down to right there. So I'm going to have to turn this guy, pull him up. I have some needle nose pliers somewhere, but I don't know where. Turn that guy. We've turned him sideways. We're going to pull him out of there. I'm sorry. I know I probably got right out of the camera's focus, but now I'm going to compare it to the belt again. And it looks like it's maybe a link too long. Looking at this end, yeah, I think it's still 1 link too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, we're going to turn this piece and stuff him through there. Well, let's turn this piece first, this one right here. Turn him sideways and try to get this guy to slip off over it. It did it real easy just a minute ago when I wasn't trying to keep it on the camera. Alright, come on. There. That got it in the slot. And I can probably lift this guy up over it. It's not made for easy doing, I don't guess. I guess if it was easy, well, I don't know. Let's turn this one and see if I can get him to go through there. There we go. I can make him go through this link right here. And we got the link off of there. Alright, so that's 4 links I've taken out. And now we'll try to put it back together and see what it looks like. Well, I don't want to put it back together just like that. I want to put it back together in the lathe, you know? So let's change positions. Alright, so I went down through everything and I came back up through there, and it's not on the pulleys down below yet because it's not yet totally assembled. So what I've got to do is to roll this guy over and put these pieces together right there. So this guy is going to go in here like that. He's hooked into there. I just hooked him through 2 links. This other guy here's got to go through just 1 hole. It's already through the first link. I'm going to turn him a little sideways. And I know I'm not going to be on the camera, but I'm too clumsy to do everything right here. Alright, let's see. Got to turn him a little bit sideways. These aren't the needle nose pliers I was looking for, but they're going to have to do. I don't know where the straight ones are at. I know they're somewhere. I'll have to go to Harbor Freight and buy some more needle nose pliers. They should be alright. I mean, how can you mess up a pair of needle nose pliers other than maybe making the cutting jaws too soft? Okay. I'm going to turn it inside out here and see if that won't help me. Alright, I got it started. And there you go. Now then all I have to do is turn it back around like this. I hope it's turned around down below as well. I don't know. It's mostly inside out. Yeah, that's not going to be an easy task. Well, I'll try to accomplish the next belt on. So, I'm surprised I did that. I sure got dirty in the process, but at least the adjustment is adjusted up. You know, I can pull it down tighter. I don't guess it was ever pulled that tight before, or as tight as it can. As far, say that again. It's never been pulled as tight as it will go. So, let me get the next belt. I'm going to pull 4 links, and we'll drop it through there, and I'm going to do that off cam. Alright, so I remembered Al saying there was a particular way this belt should face. So I had to go back to YouTube and look for the instructions. And there is. These little pieces should point away from the direction of travel. So this guy is mostly going to be traveling like that. So these guys will go on there like that. Alright? They will, as they say, trail the direction of travel. And there's another thing that I didn't do. I forgot to clean the oil and grease off the pulleys. So I had to come back and clean the pulleys, and now I had to clean the belt because I got it grease all over it. So now we're going to try one more time to insert this thing without getting a lot of dirt and grease on it from inside the lathe head. There's a lot of dirt and grease in it. There's 50 years worth of it, you know. So I'm going to try to get this thing on there without getting any dirtier than it has to be. It's over one now. I'll move it sideways over the next one. All right. And that's how it is. And this way, the little bit of fingers will be pointing in the right direction. And it'll be on correctly. So that I don't start cussing on camera, I'll do the next one off camera and then I'll bring you back. Okay, both belts are on there. Now all I have to do is tension the stupid things so they're good and tight, which is not necessarily that easy to do, but I'll work it out. But obviously installing link belts isn't really all that hard to do, and it's just the measuring that's the trick, and I think we got it right. So happy days are here again. Let's go see what Bubba's doing. Just a bar down there in Louisiana, you know, where Boudreaux goes all the time. And there's this very, very drunk guy in there. He's trying to impress everybody with his fighting ability. You know, he says, I'm trained in every hand-to-hand combat there is. And he says, to further prove his point, you know, he walks up to Boudreaux. He happened to be, you know, sitting in there, and he whops him behind the neck. Whop! He says, karate chop from China. Boudreaux picks himself up off the floor, sits back in his seat, you know, say nothing, you know. And the drunk goes on talking to them, and he turns around and he hits him again. Judo from Japan. Boudreaux gets up off the floor, sits back down, has another beer, you know, and he's kind of looking kind of quiet. Drunk turns around with him and he says, that's a nerve pinch from Korea. After a while, Boudreaux managed to get up off the floor, you know, recover from that. He don't go back to his chair. He walks out the door. About 10 minutes later, he comes back in with a big old board in his hand. He walks up behind that drunk guy and whop! Guy just, you know, flat out on the floor there, you know, stone cold. Boudreaux says, 2x4 from Home Depot.